Hi, this is Mary Jo Tinlin from the Teaching Your Toddler Show. Whether you're planning for spring break, summer travel, or are looking to book a solo getaway trip, our interview today with travel expert Andrea Burchett, the Chief Loyalty Officer at Virgin Group, offers her help with insider travel tips, how to get the best deals, the rise of solo travel, how to take advantage of loyalty programs and travel credit cards, as well as how to get more information. Andrea is the Chief Loyalty Officer at Virgin Group, responsible for the customer loyalty business called Virgin Red. Prior to Virgin, Andrea worked at International Airlines Group, IAG, and spent 15 years in the loyalty industry. She holds a BS in Business and Management and Advanced Management from Chicago Booth University. I hope you enjoy her tips today. She has amazing information in this short episode. Welcome to the show. Hi, this is Mary Jo Tinlin from Teaching Your Toddler. Today we have a great guest. As we record this, a lot of people are getting ready for spring break and making travel plans for the summer and all kinds of things like that. And there's lots of rising costs and different logistics. And today our guest is going to tell us about how to make that a little bit easier and potentially a little cheaper. So welcome to the show, Andrea. Tell us a little bit about some of these tips that you have for us.
Yeah, sure. And firstly, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, well, I've spent many years in travel and loyalty, and the best tip I can give is to make sure you're maximizing your points balance. I work for Virgin Red, so obviously we run the points balance, sorry, the points currency for Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Voyages, and Virgin Hotels. But it's a really great way to use points. There's so much more flexibility now in terms of not only having to do a full points redemption, but just using it to get a discount off your travel arrangements. And if you're feeling super generous, you can gift them to friends and family as well. So what we tend to see is a lot of people use the points to either go further or upgrade the experience or take a companion. So it's a real opportunity to get some great discounts to be a savvy traveler at the end of the day.
That sounds amazing. And you're right, like sometimes there is some parameters around it, right? If you're using your points, you have to be a little bit flexible, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think certainly we've done our best at Virgin Red to give customers choice. So points don't expire. We've made sure with Virgin Atlantic that any fare that's available for cash is also available for points now. So trying to remove some of the pain points that exist in some of those other loyalty programs. But it's fair to say the whole industry's moved where the best deals tend to be booking early now rather than those kind of last minute deals that used to exist back in the 80s. Um, so I think if you can be a bit flexible around the dates and destination, then you can get some amazing deals. And now's the time to book. It's kind of wave season for us at Virgin Voyages. So we've got some great deals out there on flights, hotels. And as I say, the credit card is kind of the easiest way because, sadly with the cost of living, we're all having to rely on that a bit more than we used to. But it's a really good way to kind of build up your points balance. And we've got a new credit card actually launching now. So literally by applying for the card, you get 60,000 points. So that's straight away flights to New York or 2 hotel nights or pretty much a third of the cost of a voyage with our cruise out of Miami. So some great ways. I think, half the time is having the bandwidth to just invest in understanding these programs. But we try and make that really easy through our web journey and some of the tools and experiences we give people.
Those are great examples also to help people understand how far 60,000 points goes. That's a great deal. I understand that you are seeing a rise in people that are traveling alone. I know this are a lot of our listeners are families, but maybe they get to break away. So give us a couple of ideas about that.
Yeah, I think it surprised me too. There's a massive growth in sole travelers, and I think partly that's due to coming out of COVID and people understanding the benefit of mindfulness and just taking some time out and reflective time. So we're not only seeing it in the younger generation in terms of the Gen Zs and the millennials, we're seeing a massive growth in the older generation. I'll put myself in that category. But it's just an opportunity to take some time out. And we're actually seeing a lot of married couples do it and, it's improving their marriages. So, and I think the industry is responding to it too. So we've had for many years single occupancy hotel rooms, but there's kind of solo areas for dining now in some of the hotels and restaurants. I think with the growth in social media, people are very good at kind of networking now and connecting as community of travels and going on kind of on their own, but in group trips or to retreats. So it's definitely a growing trend, and the industry is responding to that too.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I do have some friends on Instagram who do that on their own, and they're just going to crazy places and posting, and it's amazing. So where can listeners go for more information?
Yeah, if they can go to www.virginred.com, they can find out all the different great ways to collect. So the new credit card with MasterCard and Virgin Red, but also all our travel experiences. And if you want to stay at home, you can go to the cinema. We have the opportunity to use points on cinema tickets as well. So, we're about travel and experiences, whether that's domestically or going overseas.
Excellent. So if you're having a staycation, you can take advantage of this as well. Well, we'll make sure that we'll
Absolutely.
have, yeah, we'll make sure we have all the links in the show notes for everybody to find this. Thank you so much, Andrea, for joining us today.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, and it's great to meet you.
This has been the Teaching Your Toddler podcast with Mary Jo Tinlin. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you'll find us on our website at teachingyourtoddler.com, as well as on Facebook at Teaching Your Toddler, on Instagram, and on Twitter at Teaching Toddler. So join us again, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much.